Welcome. I'm Steve, a Mr. House and Tasker user, and this is the third instructional video of how to implement this code covering steps 7 through 9. So I will assume that you've completed videos 1 and 2, followed along, and you're ready to move on to step 7. All the steps are in taskerusers.pl, but here's the steps that we'll be working on in this video. Let's take a look at the code editor so we can see the full description of steps 7 through 9. We need to get the auto remote key for each device and place that in our Tasker users MHT file. So let's head over to the phone and open up auto remote. Don't show this again. And hit the back button to get rid of this recommendation for the video. And we can click on this link to open it up in Firefox. It will redirect, so open that in Firefox as well. And now we have a web form that we can use to send a message to this phone, which is kind of pointless since I opened it up on this phone, but that's nonetheless what this is supposed to do. And we'll see at the bottom of this we have a URL which is much longer than the shortened URL that's advertised in Auto Remote. So we'll take that and copy it. Now the remote control software that I'm using will share the clipboard. So I can come over to the web browser and paste this URL in. And from here I'll be able to send a message, send a notification. What we need to do is to take this key section from the URL. So right from here, I'll use Shift End to highlight that entire key, and we can right click and copy. And that we need to do for each device and keep track of which device is which. So we can close this for now and head over to the code editor and open up Tasker users MHT. And we want to place our auto remote key for this device here on the text that tells you to do so. Let's paste that in. And yes, it's quite long, it's quite secure. And we can save that file. And that completes step 7. Next, we need to generate an API key for our users. So what's the difference? Step 7 allows Mr. House to send a message through Auto Remote to Tasker that will be processed by the project that we imported into Tasker. Step 8 is you generating an API key that the Tasker project can use to reach out to Mr. House to send it commands and update information. So let's go over to the web browser. I like to use grc.com/passwords to generate random strings. We can refresh this a few times, and if you're paranoid, you can say, well, not even the website knows which one of these keys I copied. So we can just copy something random and close that. Head back over to the code editor and place our key here. Save it. And then over in Mr. House, we can reload code, or in my case, I'm just going to stop and restart it. And we can see that the API key and the auto remote key have both been imported and are now showing in the variables. And just a reminder, we're only seeing this because we've turned on Tasker debug in the mhprivate ini file. And step 9, we need to send the configuration from Mr. House to Tasker. To do that, we need to run the voice command send API keys or send Tasker API keys. And currently, I can't find it in the IA7 interface. So I'm going to downgrade to IA5, search, and we can run the command right here. Now, I didn't hit enter yet. So let's go back to Tasker on this phone. Open up the virus tab in the Mr. House project. And we can notice the MHVAR API key and API URL neither are set. So click back in this type of command section, hit enter, and we'll notice this sending the information through the auto remote API, and these keys and URL, the key and URL filling in properly. That completes step 9. So moving on to step 10 in the next video, we will actually begin sending more commands back and forth. Right now we've shown that Mr. House can reach out to Tasker, send it information, and at this point Tasker should be able to send information to Mr. House, but that'll be in the next video. For now, thank you for watching.